Afternoon.
If I could just start with something just away from Tottenham, the news of Paul Clements that has been sacked. It's maybe just another reason that the nature of being a Premier League manager is a very testing and difficult one.
Yes, I know it's so difficult to say something about that. It's a very sad news. We have very good relationship with him and all his staff because they used to work here. And yes, of course, I feel so sorry and I wish all the best. But I cannot assess because I don't have any information about what happened inside.
Just moving on to yourself, can you just give us some sense of what it's been like on the training ground? Obviously, you have to move away from what happened with the Manchester City game. How do you do that, and what has been the reaction this week from the players and from the staff?
The reaction was good. It's true that always it's important to move on and try to change that feeling. That sometimes when you assess the game, is about more about perception than the reality. I think we are all agree that that was a very tough game, but in the same way, I think we were very loyal about the idea that how we wanted to play, and was a massive, I think, game to learn and try to improve. I think it's a lot of positive. It's true that after the game, for one, always the result pull down, no, and the emotion is not so good. But after, with few days, and when you saw again and repeat the game and start to talk with the player too, but the feeling is about to learn, it's about to improve, and I think we play in the way that we believe that we can win. But in this type of game, sometimes some mistake punish you a lot, and then it's difficult to change the result or change the perception. But I think the team move on. The week was very good, tough week, training, refresh concept. The idea that not in a good period to be all together, to try to fight all together, to try to find a way to improve, to learn, and try to win next game is so important for us.
Just a couple of incidents that came out of the game that you may have seen in video afterwards. Just what were your thoughts on, I suppose, slightly untypical tackles from Harry and from Dele in those games? Not just your players talked about when incidents like that happen in games. Managers are critical of referees. Just how do you think that those two incidents involving your players were handled? And do you speak to the players maybe about?
Yes, of course, they know very well. I think the timing sometimes is provide you that sometimes you arrive late and you make some tackle that are not so good. But for me, of course, I am again of this type of situation. But we show, no, that when we play and we no win, we are not happy, we are disappointed, frustrated, and you try to change, and sometimes you made a mistake, and sometimes you arrive late. That is football. But I think wasn't with bad intention to try to injure someone or never with bad intention, only because the result wasn't good for us, and sometimes you want to do more, you want to run more, you want to tackle, you want to recover the ball, and sometimes you arrive with bad timing, but they are not aggressive in this way, and I think they recognize the same that was a specific moment, but the most important is not the intention to do nothing wrong, nothing bad.
What are you looking now from your players as we go into the busy Christmas period? Because you've got 4 games coming up pretty quickly, not much time in between them. What are you hoping?
No, the reaction will be good, no doubt, because we trust each other, we trust the team trusts all that we are doing, of course, that we are in a position that always the ambition is to be as high as possible. And of course, we know that we need to win, busy period, but we have the habit to play in a busy schedule, and I think it's not a problem. Of course, this season we have similar stats than from last season. The only thing is maybe one game down or 3 points down, but we are in Champions League, and of course different circumstance, different everything. Maybe some teams improve a lot from last season, and they are like Manchester City on the top of the table. But I think we need to follow, keep going, believe. Is so important. Try to change that dynamic and try to win games and try to be close to the top four and try to fight. And we'll see what happens. It's a long way until to the end of the season.
I know you've been asked a question about Delhi before, but how far away do you feel he is from showing the form which has made him a top England international, top player for you, coveted by other clubs? How far away do you think he is from getting to his high level?
Of course, that is he needs to improve. He's improving. For a young player like him, 21-year-old, after 2 seasons and a half, all that he achieved or he did, I think put himself in a top level. And when you compare with the younger player in Europe or in the world, only that he's young and sometimes some better period than another, but we need to help him. I think he's a massive talent for us. He's a so important player, not only for us, but for England too. And our job is try to help them. And because he's younger, and we need to understand that younger sometimes are maybe not in his best, but that is a moment to try to help them and try to support and try to provide them the better tool or tools for him to again to start to perform us in the way that he performed in the past. But I am happy with him. I think it's my responsibility is to try to help. Our responsibility to try to help. And we were talking. I think this week was good for him, and but we need to understand that he's only 21-year-old.
May I ask about Burnley and Sean Dyche? Unusual position that they're above you in the table. But may I just ask you your thoughts on the team, what you expect to face this weekend, but also so much positive discussions and comments on Sean Dyche. Your thoughts on him?
No, fantastic job. That is so clear, no? Because I think he's one of the 7 years, 6, 7 years. I don't remember very good. Sorry for that. But look, was on Championship, was in First Division, and then was relegated again, and then again on Premier League. And the patience and the project that they build is fantastic. He's a fantastic manager when was playing in Championship, and he's fantastic manager when was in Premier League, and today because he's in the top position. And that is talked very well, not only about Sean Dyche and the player, if not to the club, patience in the project and keep going and not change because you are 1 year here and another year down. And of course, they are doing a fantastic season, and I think it's fantastic to prize him, the player, and the club. And I think in this Premier League, with Burnley to be in the position that they are, I think it's to prize from the chairman, everyone, the manager and the kidman, the grassman, and everything, because they are doing a fantastic job on Premier League.
Not meaning to sort of take you back to a bad moment, those last few moments of the game at Wembley against Burnley.
Yes.
How annoyed are you? How irritated are you still by that last-minute equaliser?
Yes, I was so frustrated that situation because I think we dominated the game, and and in the way that we dropped 2 points was terrible for us. Yes, but now we move on. Our idea is try to win. Saturday will be very tough. They believe a lot in the way that they play, and I think at home they are very tough side, and I think for us is massive, the 3 point. Yes, we are going to have a very tough game, and we need to be ready, and we are ready to fight because will be a battle.
Final question from me. Please excuse me on this one. It is the time of year for silly questions. We're just trying to have a little bit of fun on Sky Sports. Do you have a favourite Christmas song?
No, but this is a very nice question. Yes, of course. I think it's not a silly question. Do you know, I like everything from the Christmas. I enjoy a lot. But it's true I don't have one favorite because every song is nice. And it's good to have different, to hear and listen. I think it's a very nice period to spend with you, with the players, with the staff, with your family. I think I enjoy a lot. That is my five Christmas here, no, in England. Four. I enjoy a lot. I like a lot. Thank you.
To continue about Sean Dyche just for a moment, do you think he gets the credit that he deserves because he's British? That if he was a foreign manager, a lot of people in this country would look towards him and his methods and think, how clever, we must copy this. But because he's British, we don't give him the credit that he deserves.
That is a question for yourself, no? And I think I am foreign people. I give every day the credit to him or another manager or British manager. And for me, he deserves full credit about what they are doing.
Fine, but you've lived over here now for quite some time. Do you think that sometimes the British don't value what they actually have produced over the years?
But if we talk in general, when I was in Spain or in Argentina or in France, it's the same in every country, Or is the same happen with the player that come through to the academy? That is the same feeling that they have, Sometimes the player, I don't know, in Espanyol or Southampton or in Paris Saint-Germain, Girondin, or that was involved like a player or manager or here, it's the same perception, the same feeling. Oh, why? Gave more credit to the player that when come from Europe or another club than us, that we are here from the age 8, And that is the feeling always, but that happens in every country, that perception always is there.
And one more question about Dele Alli, if I may. Is his return to his best form, is it as simple as one 20-yard shot which goes into the top corner of the net and suddenly everything returns as it was? Is it that simple?
I think it's not like you say now, but you describe. I think it's about many things that happen in your life, in our life, and his success in 2 years and a half is, I think, is massive, fantastic achievement, but sometimes, but it's not that he's not doing good. He's doing good, but the problem that was in the short pass was amazing. And sometimes the player needs to be consistent, needs some time, some go down to go up. The most important now is our support, club support, coaching staff support, and provide them and trust them, the trust, because when some players, but no, it's only in his case, in different case, like Harry Winks, the younger, like was Harry Kane, Harry Winks, different. The most important in a period that the people feel that maybe he's not doing his best is trust and provide them the better tool to try to improve or to help them to achieve again, to reach the same level than before. That is our job.
And one last question. Where you are in the league at the moment, if I said to you now that Tottenham would finish 4th in the table at the end of the season, would you take that?
No. No.
You want to be higher than 4?
Yes, of course. I am not a person that comfortable person. I love to take a risk. I am here because I love to take a risk, and I feel that I am a winner. Sometimes the winner lose too, and they need to lose to feel the pain. And of course, I never sign a result before to play, never.
Mauricio, how much have you missed Davinson Sanchez while he's been suspended?
But you know, I don't like to talk about the player that weren't involved on the games. And of course, when you lose, you always, because that is a human nature, that to miss who wasn't on the pitch. But my analysis is always the same. Never to put excuse if some players are injured or banned in this case, because you can win or you can lose with one or another player, with different starting 11 and different names. And because I respect everyone, and for me that is the most important thing. When you have 24 players, they need to feel the respect, and I respect everyone. And then I decide and choose one or another, you know. But we miss all the players when they are not available or when they are injured or suspended, because the team is stronger when are all available and they compete for one position on the starting 11. And then, of course, it's my decision. And then if you win, you are right in your election. If no win, always the people say no because the manager was wrong. But I think always it's important to have everyone available to play. And of course, we are going to recover him. Wanyama is very close because start to share this week some time. I start to spend some time with the group that is so important for the team too, and Toby is doing well. We are very close to have everyone available and fit to be selected again.
Does that mean that you might not do any business or bring anyone in the January window?
Do you know, always it's too difficult to say yes or not. Always it's difficult to find the player that you believe that can improve and help you. You know, but maybe it's an option or in and out, no? Because for different reasons happens, an option arrive. Maybe we are available to do, but we'll see. Today is so difficult to say yes or not.